Hello and welcome back to Modded Minecraft The Simple Life 2. The town has come on quite nicely. We've now got, two residences here. I see the builder's just gone to bed. The sun is setting. I have gotten rid of the supply camp and put the park in. I've moved my bed over here, just temporarily out in front of the warehouse. We have a warehouse, and I've moved all of the possessions into here. These things sort of act like double chests. So this is where I'm putting all the tools when people want them, and everything else is going along here. We have a delivery man who, this is his little post office place. He's busy running around, giving all the stuff to giving stuff to the builder. He's taking wood from the lumberjack, and we have our working mine, who has, what is it? Well, this is at Y72 at the top because we're a bit above base level. He has dug his way down to Y49 and has started branch mining. So, yep, there he is. Nolan. Hello, Nolan. How are you doing? Got a lot of sand to deal with. Yeah, there's a surprising amount of sand underground here, considering the fact that I'm just in the middle of a plains. Maybe the block spawning is a bit different to our standard. So currently I've got 4 citizens. That's what comes when you put down the town hall. Each of these level 1 citizens buildings can hold 1 person. So there's going to be 4 of them. Sorry, I thought there was a creeper over there. Let's start our builder working on the lumberjack's house. Karen is still busy working away. So build building. And the lumberjack is generating a nice amount of wood. I look in here, and the delivery man is constantly picking up the wood and putting it in the warehouse. So it's a lot easier getting the materials together for the new buildings. If they shout for a specific thing to be crafted, I just make more than enough and stick it in the warehouse. The final residence is going to be over here, next to the bakery. And this can be where the farmer lives, and once it's upgraded and can hold more people, then the baker can live there too. I moved all my berry bushes along there, and that's where the farm is going to be. But we need to push on with some of the other mods. Now we actually sort of have a working town. We can't really get any more citizens until we upgrade to level 2 buildings, but we want to do other stuff first. So we could look at storage solutions. I'm working on bloodthirsty. I need to kill 2 more skeletons, 1 more spider, and 1 more creeper. But in general, I'm sort of avoiding that. I think we want to do tools. Here, tinkering around. Any crafter worth their salt is more than familiar with how to tinker, so in exchange for a small amount of work here, you can receive a full set of tinkering tools and open up some slightly more interesting elements. Alright, so we've made a crafting station, so we get ourselves everything we need to make Tinker's construct tools, which are more versatile, more powerful, and cheaper to repair. So it would be good to move on to that. And that has opened up tinkering around. Tinker's Construct is a key way to move forward with your tools, weapons, and armor. This will also give us the Smeltery, I believe. So we want to make 4 blank patterns, and that will give us the materials a new book. To begin your journey into tinkering, you also need a guidebook and some basic materials. We'll start with making some patterns in the crafting station. So blank patterns. Right, I need paper for this. Paper and a stick. Right, paper is bone meal. Is it? And it's showing saplings. That's interesting. I was expecting that to be wood. Okay, it's finally looping. There's an awful lot of saplings in this game. Yeah, so it definitely wants a sapling, a bit of bone meal, and then a pestle and mortar, which is... okay. We can press logs. We can find it in loot bags and dungeon chests. Right. Someone's asking for oak fences, so I will quickly... oh, I keep doing that. I keep right-hand clicking with stuff in my hand, and it puts it down. I'm sure that doesn't happen in vanilla. Yes, yes, oak fences. You're always shouting for oak fences. There you go. I just shove them in there, and they'll get carried out to wherever they are needed. Yes, before I start manufacturing paper, let's quickly open any loot bags we've got, because you never know, we might get lucky. Okay, no actual paper, but we do have a nice array of various metals. Right, we need a bowl. Then we need a pestle and mortar. We need some saplings. Bone meal. We don't have much bone meal. We have enough bones for 6. We're going to need some other source of bone meal at some point. Is there some other way we can make it? Something called starlight infusion, but again, it's all just it needs bones as the base. Because this doesn't get used up, I can't make as much as possible. There we go, 12 blank patterns. And someone wants a load of oakwood planks. Right, let us complete this quest. We get our materials and you book, which if you're not familiar with Tinker's Construct, this book will essentially tell you everything you need to know. We're not going to read it through because I know most of this stuff, but it will be a useful reference. It's quite a long book. Right, pickaxe improvements. Normally you would have to jump through a few hoops to be able to craft iron Tinker's tools, but the simple life is simpler than that. Just hand over the vanilla version, make some tool rods and bindings, and you'll have a shiny upgradable, repairable version instead. Right, so this makes me want to make an iron pickaxe, which is going to use up 3 iron. So I would rather get the smeltery up and running first, because if you put your ores in a smeltery, it will double the yield. Certain materials will require more heat to soften enough for pouring and casting. A sturdy enough brick kiln should do the trick, smelting metals to liquids. But first you'll need to make some bricks that can handle the heat. Alright, so I need sand, gravel and clay. There's some clay. Sand. And gravel. Oh, I also... okay. And then I need to make it into 8 grout. There we go. Made 2 extra. Alright, so I claim this and it'll give me an extra 48 grout, which is nice. Seared bricks. The grout you made seems like a good enough material to heat up into solid bricks. Sticking them together should give you the materials you need to get your smeltery built. The internal dimensions of the smeltery require a gap of at least 1 block to function. Right, so it wants 16 seared bricks, but there's no reason why I shouldn't cook all of the grout. Make sure there's enough coal in there. 143 oak wood stairs. That should be enough. Right, so on the Simple Life quest, it's got here recommended mods to use early game. So we've just started Tinker's Construct and we've been doing mine colonies. It might be a good idea to look at mob totems and progressive automation. So somewhere in here, but which of these is to do with mob totems? Is it bloodthirsty, containment and control? See, that sounds like that could be the mob totems. So we can't do that one. So it's saying I should do progressive automation, but I don't actually know which of these leads to progressive automation. Ah, it comes after immersive engineering. And we did have an immersive engineering one. Yes, the Simple Life does not shy away from technological advances, but you will still need to start off with some basic combustion engines, wiring and other tools before you can master anything more advanced. So you want me to make an engineer's hammer. Let's take a look at that. It's probably going to take metal, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to take 2 iron and some string. Incidentally, I did work out that I can get string in this mod pack from wool. I've got a load of wool because I dismantled my tent. And you can craft wool straight into 4 string. So I will be able to put up the guard towers when I've got time. So I'm just looking to see whether I've got any random iron laying around still. I don't want to cook up this stuff until I can get it in the smeltery. Right, well, we've got enough grout now to carry on with the smeltery. I mean, enough bricks. Tinkering around. Yes, 8 grout. So they're going to give us... No, we've done this one. Bricks. Seared bricks. We've got those ones. And you want me to make at least 4 seared blocks. Right, and you'll give me another 16 bricks. No, those are seared bricks, blocks. They seem to confuse the names a bit. Right, smeltery components. So I need to make 1 each of these. A controller, a drain, a faucet, a seared tank, a casting basin, and a casting table. Most of these are made with just the plain bricks, if I remember rightly. I'm going to need a bit of glass. One block of coal can do 8 things, so I need 8 sand. There we go. I know I'm going to want 2 of these. Right, so that's all the components of a smeltery controller, and I get to choose what I want: iron, copper, aluminium, and tin. Now I know I've got some gold. I'm finding plenty of copper and iron. I don't think I've got any aluminium or tin yet. Let's take a quick look down in the mine where the guy's branch mining. Sorry if my phone is a bit loud. No, see, I'm not seeing any. So I've got a choice of aluminium or tin. Not sure which I'll need more of. Neither appear to be heavily used in this mod, so I will go with tin. It seems to have more uses in general, so claim that. This has opened up quite a bit, so smeltery components complete. So that wants us to make many different types of materials to experiment with. Night slime provides some interesting traits for tools and weapons. Pig iron provides some interesting traits. Aluminium brass, this is used for making casts. Ardite, must be dug from ores in the nether. Cobalt must be dug from the nether. And refinement. You notice that some tools aren't reaching their full potential with simple smelting. Maybe placing them into a tool station with a sharpening kit and flint would allow you to improve their attributes. Yeah, basically with sharpening kits you can say take a stone pick and sharpen it so it can dig as if it was an iron pick. And you can make an iron dig as if it's diamond, etc, etc. My builder is standing idle, I think. Yes, this is done. I need to assign the citizen, so the lumberjack lives here. Did I assign this one? This is where the miner can live, because the delivery man can live in the fourth one, which is over by the warehouse. So we'll start that building. Right, so we need to build ourselves a smeltery. So I've got like an open space here, which is where I'm going to sort of temporarily put stuff. I need to decide on a location and a style for a workshop for myself. Right, I'm going to need a few more of those full-size blocks. I did make a load of grout and start it cooking. Okay. Smeltery controller. This is your actual interface to the thing. We'll put the drain on on the corner, because that way I can faucet out of it in two directions. The seared tank is going to hold the actual lava. Casting basin and the casting table is how we make our actual ingots. And I might need a little bit more. Okay, the lumberjack needs a stone axe. Is this thing already valid? No, I need to complete this. So I need 1, 2, 3. I need 12 more grout. Let me get that smeltery finished and I'll get back here. So, just finishing cooking up the final 12 grout. I'm also going to need some lava to power this thing, so I am actually having to sacrifice 3 of my iron ore in order to make a bucket. Right, that's 12 seared bricks. That makes 3 of them, which I think is enough. One, 2, 3. This should now be working. Yep. So the amount of space it's got in it is based on how much space there is inside. So that's 3 by 3 in 2 layers. So there's currently space for 18 things. But I want this to be bigger, because that way I can smelt more things at once and it's more efficient. But luckily I don't need to make more grout. I can melt cobblestone and turn it into seared bricks. Luckily we have a nice convenient lava pool here. So I can put the lava in there, open this up, and throw a load of cobblestone in. I'll get some more lava while that melts. Right, so all of that has turned into 4 blocks worth of seared stone, which I can pour out into this basin. Now, seared stone I can turn into seared paver, and then the seared paver I can turn into seared bricks, which is what this thing is made of. So in this way I can cheaply expand this. Right, I think that's it for this episode. We've got ourselves a working smeltery, so I can melt up all of my ores, get a nice supply of materials ready to start doing stuff. I won't necessarily go over how to make tools unless someone really asks me, because it's not that complex. Put down a pattern chest. Stencil table, part builder, tool station. But it means I can start making myself some iron tools, which will be cheaper to repair and can have special abilities. And I can start upgrading these buildings to level 2, so my workmen can actually use the metal tools. So I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.